prices are now just fractionally lower than they were 1 year ago, according to Parcl Labs, which looks at high-frequency listing data on single-family homes, condos, and townhomes, both new and existing. And home prices are down 1.4% in just the last 3 months. Okay, so why is this important? Because we have not seen home prices nationally go negative since mid-2023, about a year after the Federal Reserve first brought rates up from zero and mortgage rates moved sharply higher. But even then, prices were negative really super briefly, just a few months on that annual basis. Before that, prices hadn't gone negative since the great financial crisis, when they basically crashed and didn't recover for about 4 years. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I find reporting home prices is one of the most frustrating things I do on this beat, because so many different sources measure them in different ways. Some do a median price, which can be heavily skewed by what types of homes are selling most. Some do an average, which is the absolute worst. Some do a repeat sales index of similar properties, which is considered the best measure, but that always seems to take a few months to report, so the data is old once you get it. It's also always important to measure prices compared with the same time a year ago. Month to month just doesn't work because housing is very seasonal. Families buy bigger, more expensive homes in the spring and summer, so they don't have to move during school. Fall and winter tend to be just the opposite. Now, this new set from Parcl uses a much more high-tech method, which is way too complicated to get into here, but suffice it to say, it seems like the most current and accurate measure. You're probably saying, well, a home is only worth what someone's willing to pay for it, and that is very true. So there will always be outliers, and all real estate is, of course, local. But there are trends, and those are very important. That's the national picture. Certain markets are seeing significant drops. Austin, Texas, down 10%, Denver down nearly 5%, Tampa and Houston, both down 4%, and Atlanta down 3%. Miami, which was very hot, is already down just over 1%. There are also markets seeing nice gains. Prices in Cleveland are up over 6%, Chicago and New York City up almost 5%, Philadelphia up 3%, and Pittsburgh and Boston up 2%. Now, Parcl's co-founder, Jason Louris, who looks at all this stuff all the time, said our base case from here is not a deep national downturn, but a period where prices kind of hover around zero with small positive or small negative year-over-year changes. That's rather than the double-digit gains of the pandemic era. How far they move in either direction will depend mainly on mortgage rates and the broader health of the economy. Supply, though, will also play a definite role, but we still have yet to see any government data on housing starts and building permits since before the start of the government shutdown. Hopefully, we'll get some of that soon.